Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Demons, and here we are with boots on the ground, literally, in Chernarus. In today's video, we're going to be following the green trail from Silenci, northwest up the mountain towards Overwatch, and we're going to have a look at the scenery and the things of interest on our journey. So yes, we are going hiking, so pack your cheese and Branston pickle sandwiches, and let's hit the trail. This journey is not the longest route, as you can see on screen here on the map. We start off down near the coast of Silenci, with our green trail picking up on the north far end of town. Silenci itself was a coastal working port with sporadic industrial units, which would have held the import of supplies, and was still under construction before the outbreak hit the area. Goods would have been transported further inland by the main railway line that runs across Silenci's west side, which is where our journey begins as we pick up the green trail. DayZ's map is littered with trails, and most of these are marked clearly when using the iSurvive map. They are a quicker and safer way to navigate when wanting to get across country, and you do avoid the main roads where you really are advertising your whereabouts. Navigating is all part of the fun of DayZ. As we start our journey here down in Silenci, we're going to be moving uphill. Now it is quite a climb up to the top, so if you brought a flask and some cheese sandwiches, as I mentioned in the intro, you'll be in good stead as long as you have a rest on the halfway up. See how much I'm getting into this, treating it like a proper hiking video. As we come round the first corner, you're going to be hit on the right hand side down near the coast by the view of the petrol station and of the C-130. If you don't happen to have a compass and you're out in the wild, today's not the best of days, I will be honest with you, but the clouds always move from west to east, so you can use the clouds as a navigational tool, as you can also use the stars. If you know where the Big Dipper is in the sky, you can also navigate by using that as well. So as we continue on here, you'll see the signpost on the left, and we are going to be following this trail up. Occasionally the trails do disappear into the woods, and sometimes if you're not paying attention you can lose the path. But from here on in, we're going to be heading straight up over a couple of these hills up to the mountain's peak. So our journey hasn't taken us that long so far. We're probably only about a mile from the coast there, and we're just going to keep on heading up here into the woods until we get to a break in the canopy and the trees open up. There really are some beautiful areas in Chernarus, and even though I've currently now got over 150 hours in the game, there are still areas and towns and part of the map where I'm discovering things I've never seen before: disused airports, crashed airplanes, bunkers, and things that are not on the main paths that everybody goes for the loot. But if you go off the beaten path, you'll find beat up tanks, blown up vehicles, weapons, and all sorts, from signs that there was life here at one point, and there may have been combat and a struggle. As you work your way up the hill here, you will come to the first rest point, which is a hunter's shack. And there are some small sheds here and little areas on the right hand side as we move further up, and you may find some tools and some extra little goodies in there on the way up. No weapons or any clothing. Now we will be following the path up here, and it does lead us onto this main road, which will lead us in a pretty much straight direction all the way up to the next town, which will be Overwatch. As you start to get a little bit closer, you can see the environments, and the open wide spaces to the left and the right will start to introduce some of the farmland, so we know probably up ahead is going to be a cultural area or a small town. As we fly over the top, this will give you a sense of this main road from our actual position, and it's probably about another mile, possibly a mile and a half further up, until we actually hit the town centre. As this is a working farm town, the chances of you finding weapons here are quite slim, although the chances for a backpack, tools, and lighting and flares and things of that ilk, you are probably more likely to find. You'll also find some livestock around the area, but this is dependent on previous players, whether they have, shall we say, gathered the resources. Overall, this is a very quiet town, although on the far side of the town there are quite a lot of zombies. This town has good overwatch on all sides, with the hills on each side looking down basically into the valley. However, with this being so close to the actual shoreline, the chances of geared up players being here and wanting to check out the new players coming in or even going for a hike, I feel are really rather slim. With this being such a quiet, small town, should you decide to build a base here or stop overnight as you decide to continue on with your hike, then the actual zombies on this side of the town will provide a basic alarm system. Anybody running around or any gunshots, you will hear them quite easily. The local pub here is now closed, although if you look in the cellar and the refrigerators, you still can find some high quality Yorkshire puddings and gravy, so you certainly will have no complaints here. So that's been our little journey down from Silenci all the way up to Overwatch. This really has been a kind of a test video to see whether these hiking videos are of interest to other players. It may be better we go for a hike up towards the airfields and some of the more interesting areas on the map, but as a test, this has been the first video in a hiking series. A little bit of fun and something different, I know. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you'd like me to do some more hiking videos, and you can even suggest areas you would like me to look at or cover. But in the meantime, I'm Boxer Demons, and I've got a bloody pebble in my boot. I'll see you in another video coming real soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the new subscribers and the likes. Well, I'm not used to it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.